Hey Greyhounds, my name is Zoe Winfield and I'm going to be taking you around Eastern's campus and showing you some of the hidden gems that we have here. There's no better place to start than the newly renovated Roosevelt Science Center. Let's go check it out. So now we're at the Roosevelt Science Center where Dr. C is going to show us his Miles Mineral collection.
So we're in the Miles Mineral Museum, and the Miles Mineral Museum has been on the Eastern campus since the early 60s. And during our remodel of RSC, we got to move into this beautiful new space. And since it's right here by the front doors, it's a really neat showcase for the building. So when people walk in, the first thing they see is this cabinet that's dedicated to Earth resources. And it shows different products and the materials that go into making these products. A lot of folks don't realize or understand that so much of what you use every day, so much of what you own, starts out as minerals from the ground. Here we see a large mammoth bone that was picked out of the Pecos River, and a lot of folks have never seen what mammoth teeth look like. And on the other side, we even have a little bit of mammoth hair.
That's really cool.
Yeah, except if you want to clone a mammoth. On this shelf over here, we have meteorites, including a sample of the world-famous Portales Valley meteorite, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah. And then we have a footprint of some animal. We don't know what kind of animal it is, but that's 225 million years old.
Wow.
And left its footprint in the mud.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're here with Dr. Darren Pollock. He's going to show us some of his creepy crawlies that he has in his office. So I'll let you take it away.
Okay, yeah, I just should say that I'm a curator of the Natural History Museum, and right now all of our dead stuff is in storage. Since we moved from Roosevelt Hall, we haven't moved all the stuff back yet.
Right.
But I'm happy to show you some of the live stuff.
Cool.
Stuff that actually moves.
Very cool, yeah.
Come on in. So this is Sophie.
Soapy?
Sophie,
Oh, Sophie.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She's a tarantula. I don't know the species. It's a tropical species. It was probably purchased originally at a pet store.
Okay.
One of our former grad students, she graduated and she had to get rid of her zoo before she went on to do her PhD, and I volunteered to take the spider.
Yeah.
And I've had her for about 9 years,
Oh, wow.
which is pretty good longevity for a pet. She's molted a couple times. She lives in here. There's corpses of all of her victims in the bottom here.
That's crazy.
It's really neat. They don't really spin a web like regular spiders, but what they do is they use the web to sort of attach their substrate.
Wow.
So all that stuff is webbed together. You can see that. And so what she does is she will, usually they're down in a burrow, and if a prey item steps on the burrow, the vibrations will travel down that silk, and she'll feel it with her 8 legs, and she'll just run right up and nail it.
Wow. That's crazy. She's pretty.
Yeah, she's nice.
Scary.
She's got really small eyes.
She's chill.
She's been handled by hundreds of people.
Wow.
I put their hand on the table, and she just walks across. You don't have to do anything. We gotta get that on. We gotta get that on video.
Okay, I'll do it. She seems sweet.
I promise you won't do anything.
Okay.
Just don't.
Right. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, you're nice and warm. She'll like that.
I am very warm. Okay, that was good. That was sweet.
She's had enough of it already.
Are you all done? Did I scare you? I'm sorry. Can you smell my fear?
She uses those to taste her food and.
That's cool.
High five. All right.
Oh,
All right, let's put her away.
that was cute.
Good job.
Thank you.
See if you can hold the next one. All right, this one. I've lived in Portales for, 24 years, and I've never seen one of these in Portales, but they're very common in Roswell, Carlsbad, Lordsburg. This is another arachnid. It's called a whip scorpion. And And the reason it's called a whip scorpion is it has this whippy thing.
Yeah.
And it's not venomous like a regular scorpion, but it has vinegar or acetic acid in its abdomen. And it's the highest concentration of acetic acid in any live creature. Vinegar, table vinegar, I think is 5%. I think hers is 30%. So 6 times as vinegary as vinegar. So when she feels she's threatened right now, she's got the whip up and she drops, or she exudes a drop of the vinegar out of her abdomen, and she waves that whip and it disperses the smell.
Wow.
So if you're trying to eat this thing and you get a mouthful of really strong acetic acid, you're gonna spit it out.
All right, we're gonna go into special collections and see what kind of hidden gems we can find in here. All right, so today we're here with Regina Boulay-Sweeten. She's the special collections librarian at the GSSC, and she's gonna show us some really cool special collections books from the archives.
All right, so what I've done is I've pulled some pulp magazines from our collections. So pulp magazines are named because of the wood pulp that they were printed on, as opposed to like the glossy, slick magazines that were more expensive to produce. And because of the cheaper printing and high usage of magazines, you're not going to find a lot of magazines like this around. So some of the stories could also be highly sensational, really exciting things, and short stories and serialized novels or novelettes on science fiction, which we have a lot of, but also horror and Western. And I've also pulled one of the Westerns for y'all. So some of the best known titles at the height of the popularity of pulp magazines or from the 20s to 40s are Argosy, Amazing Stories, Planet Stories, Startling Stories, Wonder Stories, and Weird Tales, all of which we have. The oldest magazine we have is issues of Black Cat from 1897, and we have hundreds and hundreds of magazines from that time period, from 1897. And so all of our magazines can be read in the Special Collections reading room. It's better if people make an appointment ahead of time just to make sure we're here and able to give the best customer service. We're not out in a meeting or something. And a full list of all of our titles and issues is available on the Special Collections website.
Perfect.
So I've pulled some of these stories over here, and their covers are just amazing. I love the old pulp magazine covers. Like I said, they're very sensational. But so for like this one, this is a Wonder Stories, and we have a short story by Jack Williamson. And it's kind of interesting. We were looking at this one, and at the end, they invite readers to write in stories about how they think which chest the captain should open. One leads to certain death, one leads to salvation. Which ones do they think the readers should open up? Or which ones do the readers think they should open up? And this one, Startling Stories, has a story also by Jack Williamson. And I kind of love this this cover as well. And
The art is so cool.
I know the art, and
Yeah.
the artist didn't necessarily read the story before. They maybe just had some information.
Yeah.
And another author that we have in our collection is Ed Hamilton's papers, and this is from his story, The Metal Giants. And I love this block illustration. You can see its little head, and the illustration inside is actually pretty similar, but it's got this giant metal wheel that's rolling. I didn't have anything specifically inside of this one. I just think its cover
It is
amazing.
so cool. Yeah.
And you can see covers like these in Jawala, those Jack Williamson short stories
Oh, yeah.
and novels. This one has the illustrations from a Lee Brackett story, which is right here on the cover. And we also have Lee Brackett's papers. And so you can see sensational, not a lot of clothing necessarily.
Right.
Primate or monsters or robots attacking defenseless people, especially these half-naked ladies.
Right.
And as I mentioned, there's also Western stories, which we have some of. One of my favorite titles for a Western magazine is Spicy Western Stories.
Love. Well, thank you so much, Regina. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and anyone can come see them. We have hundreds and hundreds of boxes, which have
Yes.
dozens of issues in each one.
Yes. Now we're going down the hall from Special Collections to the VR lab for our next hidden gem. Alright, so we're here with Kathleen. He's going to show us a little bit about what the VR lab is and how it works.
So hello, as she said, my name is Kathleen. I am the student that is in charge of managing the virtual reality room. And here at the VR lab, we help students to focus and combine the studies and the virtual reality. So a good example of how we use it is, for example, in math. A student can see, sometimes we're struggling as a student to see how is homework, but with the virtuality lab, you can actually see it and touch it in front of you.
Cool.
So we are available to help everyone that is interested in different subjects like math, economics, physics, or whatever they need.
That's cool. Do they have to make an appointment?
Yes, they can go on the link on the website at the GSSC and they can make an appointment and use it freely. Perfect.
Ugh. That's so cool though.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
That is really cool.
Perfect. I can get that for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm sweaty. Now we're here at the Art Annex for our next hidden gem, the Media Lab. Let's go check it out. We're now at the Art Annex with John Barr, and he's going to show us a little bit about the Film Sound Lab.
All right, this is room 122A where we have our Film Sound Lab, and I'm happy to show this off to you. Come on in. So this used to be the KNW radio station. Some alums may remember when it was over here in the it's now the Art Annex. But we have installed these 3 workstations where students can use Pro Tools to work on their sound for their film projects. In this room, we have we call it the ADR room, which is automated dialogue replacement. And in here, Marina is currently doing some voiceover. Over here, this is our voiceover booth. So for people who are recording audiobooks or narration, you can do that from here, and it's connected to our mixing lab, which is right here. We have 5.1 surround sound in here, and there is a mixing board with Pro Tools Ultimate, it's called, and it's connected to the other rooms. So he can, from this room, mix the other things. This last room is our podcast studio, and so we have a podcast club that records podcasts in here, and this is neat. We can also do little cameras that can broadcast video.
Now we're going to walk to the Art and Anthropology building to check out our next hidden gem, the Bone Lab. So we're here at our next hidden gem. This is the Art and Anthropology building, and we're here with Dr. Avery Jones, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her lab and what she does in her classrooms.
Hi, as I mentioned, my name is Dr. Avery Jones, and I am an assistant professor of anthropology and the director of the forensic science program. Today I'm happy to bring you into my introduction to forensic anthropology class, where you can see what we're working on. We're studying bone pathologies and traumas, as well as doing some analysis on some historic remains and modern remains.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Warning: images in this story may be disturbing to some. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, so over here we have some students studying some pathologies, as well as some examples of trauma, what different types of traumas look like. Right here we have a cast of a skull of a Spanish conquistador that had an axe injury. Over here we have 2 specimens. These are both 1920s specimens originating from Chicago Medical School that we have our students doing some analysis on. These are really great, unique specimens because as you can see, we have some cartilage intact and a lot of different metal hardware. But we also have our more modern specimens over here, a biological male and female, so students can understand the differences morphologically between biological males and females.
That's awesome.
So one of the things that makes this class really unique compared to a lot of forensic anthropology programs across the country is that students are taking and doing their own case reports start to finish. And that's something that happens very rarely, even at the graduate student level. So for us to be able to introduce that principle to undergraduate students now is something that's really exciting and something I'm really happy about bringing to our program.
And now we're at our next hidden gem, Safe Ride.
up, Zoe?
What's up, Safe Ride?
So, we're Safe Ride. We're a designated driver program free for students here on campus. We operate Thursdays at 8 a.m. to Sunday at midnight. We have 2 drivers at all time. We're here to pick you up if you're unsafe, inebriated, if you're unable to drive for any reason. We'll pick you up and take you straight home. So.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh.
Safe Ride, this is Ed.
We got a call.
Yo, we got a call. We gotta go.
Bye.
Bye, yo.
3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. Our next hidden gym is right across the street, downstairs in the Campus Union building. Let's go. A lot of people don't know, but the Cub has a downstairs floor. To my right, down this hallway, is a bunch of rooms that any student or student organization can rent out and use for their activities, their events, their chapter meetings, whatever it's needed for. Down this hallway, though, is the Greyhound Lounge right here. We'll get to that in a little bit, but there's a little sneak peek. Also down this hallway is the Multicultural Affairs offices. They'll have their events here. They'll have just some really cool activities for students to get involved in this organization. And if you see that sign back there, it says, "Welcome to the Alley." Fun fact, this place used to be a bowling alley in the Cub, and you could take bowling classes or just come and hang out with your friends. Obviously, it's since been renovated, unfortunately, but it was a really cool little thing that we used to have back in the day. And let's go check out the Multicultural Affairs right now. Hello. Hi. I'm good. How are y'all? Good. Good. All right. So this is Diana Cordova. She's the director of the Multicultural Affairs, and this is Catalina Arana, and she is the coordinator of the Multicultural Affairs department.
We are so excited, Zoe. Thank you for visiting with us at the Multicultural Center. It's a vibrant place. So I'm going to let Kata, that's her short name, explain a little bit what we're all about.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Of course.
Zoe, I'm so excited to have you here. We are the definition of a hidden gem.
You are.
As you can see, we are a very vibrant, colorful, home away from home center.
Absolutely.
So that's what we try to aim for the Multicultural Center. We have, it's Multicultural Affairs, but under Multicultural Affairs, we have 4 different departments, which are African American Affairs, Hispanic Affairs, Native American Affairs, and International Affairs.
Awesome.
And in those 4 different offices, all of them are student run.
Oh, wow.
So the only professional staff here is Diana and myself.
That's awesome.
So, do you want to take a look around so that way you get to see the beautiful, colorful stuff,
Absolutely.
everything? So, if you want to look that way, we have the U.S. flags on that wall. And then Native American Affairs is right there.
Perfect.
And then that's Diana's office, mine. We have students hanging out all over the place. And they just come do their thing. It's their world, and we're just living in it.
Love it. I love that.
We have International Affairs. So we have, throughout the center, we have various countries from all over. We have Spanish-speaking countries over there, Caribbean countries over there, European countries over there, and we have African countries' flags over there.
Awesome. That's really cool.
And of course, we have the religions and the beliefs on this side.
Oh, I love that. That's really cool.
Hi guys! Hello. And you see we have the computer lab, so students are more than welcome to come and do homework or print or whatever they would like to over here.
Absolutely.
And this is what we call the living room,
Love
the
it.
conference table.
Hello.
And who doesn't need some downtime?
Some bean bags, yeah.
Some TV and chill.
Love it.
At the Multicultural Center.
I love it.
So you might be wondering, what is this?
I was wondering that, yeah.
So this is the Leave Your Mark at ENMU tree. So when we have socials and events down here in the Multicultural Center, students get some paint, they paint it on their hand, and then they put their hand up on the tree.
I love
because
that.
they are leaving their mark, and we're grateful to have them here at the Multicultural Center. So everyone adds their name. We even have some little ones that have been with their parents and everything.
That's
so
cute.
Future Greyhounds, hopefully.
Yes. Now we're here at our next hidden gym, which is the Greyhound Lounge, and Eric Solomon is going to show us around and tell us a little bit about what we have going on down here.
Thanks, Zoe.
So here in the Greyhound Lounge, we usually have multiple events that go on, such as open mic. We have comedians. We also have our multicultural events down here. And if you don't want to come to the events, we have extra activities for you guys to do, such as pool, air hockey. We have an Xbox, a PlayStation 4, tabletop. And we also have our old retros gaming system in the back if you'd like that. Beat some records and all that good stuff. But if you want to just come hang out, this is a chill hangout spot. Best place for me to study. You know, it's nice and chill. But also located in here is our campus resource closet. Let's go check it out. This is where we have all of our essentials for students that are in need, such as food, health products. We have just anything that you may require. And if there's something that you can't find that you need, you can answer that on our survey and we'll have that for you next time that you come in for the food pantry.
All right, guys, we're here at our last hidden gem. This technically is not on campus, but it's right across from Guadalupe Hall. This is the brand new skate park that's here in Rotary Park. This was just recently built, so it's super new, super shiny. It is, like I said, in Rotary Park, so there's playgrounds, there's basketball courts, so if you wanted to bring your kids out and come hang out, you absolutely can, but it's a super great place to just hang out and have a good time. Thank you guys so much for coming along with us today. I hope that you got to see some really cool hidden gems and learn something new about Eastern. Go Hounds!